Okay. Yeah, keep the sticks rolling. Hey, bitch, I be hot, me and money got tied. She come in steps, but I'm never surprised. I don't know, trust him, they all go for size.
The Joburg man with some power. Joburg man with some I thought I must start it differently. Cape Town man with some power. My G,
Cape
you
Town
good?
São Paulo, Joburg. Hey, my guy, how you doing?
I'm easy, dog. I can't complain. How are you doing? Are you well?
Nah, I'm good, fit. The weather's a bit shitty here, fit. Like it's thundering, like raining here and there. But otherwise, besides that, I'm good, my G. Just enjoy my off day. Everything's all good. Can't complain, fit.
Yeah. Even here, the weather's been like moving weirdly, bro.
Yeah,
It's been moving like Man United results. You don't know whether it's hot today or it's cold tomorrow. But today was a hot day, so
yeah.
we thank God for that. But yeah, just a bit weird though, BG. Big dog.
Nah,
It's been
that's
a
good.
while since we actually. It's been a while since we actually sat down to record an episode, but we're back again.
Yeah.
It's international break. Bruh, I don't know how many breaks are there. There's still going to be another one in November. You know that, right?
I think there's one more, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yeah,
think there's one more, and then after that we'll be back in March. But obviously for FCon reasons, we like in December, early Jan or something like that. You know?
yeah. I think for the first time in a long time, I don't even think Arsenal have a single player maybe going to be going to the AFCON. Eh?
Now we don't actually. I think Thomas Partey was the last one. Yeah,
Yeah,
Thomas Partey
yeah.
was the last one. We don't have any other African players. Even El Nani was playing obviously, but now he's no longer there. So we don't
What's
have any African
big dog?
players.
Big dog. What's El Neni's nickname again?
The Egyptian Perlo funding. Okay, the pyramid Perlo. Don't mess with
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, it's like you said, for the first time in a long time, Arsenal don't have any players going to AFCON, and Man United. I've never seen Man United with so many African players. Obviously, we had one with Onana like being there for a couple of seasons, but now we've got like Ahmad be going there, Mazraoui will be going there. Who
but but but
Buemo is
you
going to be
but you
going.
guys you guys would you two have like players that go to AFCON, bro. You like United. I don't remember like any African players playing for United. I know like even in the early years, besides Quentin Fortune again, and then didn't you guys have a player called Chemba? Didn't
Chemba
Chemba
Chemba,
playing
yeah,
for?
Cameroon,
Yeah, but
Cameroon.
other than that, you
But
guys
don't
you guys you guys barely have any African players going to AFCON fit. So now I think you guys it's about time that you guys have maybe three or two or four players going to AFCON. Abo.
Not at the same time because you're gonna deplete my squad. But Big Dong, don't forget the greatest ever, Odion Igalo, the greatest ever. Yo, his load
Oh
spell,
yes.
greatest
Oh
load spell.
yeah, damn. I forgot you guys had Onasik. Was it that Igal? Yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
but you guys
greatest
signed some
Nigerian.
dizzy African players. You guys signed some dizzy African players, bro.
Yeah, we're making up for that now with the Buemo signing. I'm not gonna mention Onana because I defended him until he lost me completely. until he lost me until he lost me completely. But Big Dog, it's actually been a long time since we can both say going into a national break, ne, that both of our teams won, bro. Because I guess it's been my team letting the back three down with that. So at least now there's a bit of I guess, chilled mood. I won't say good mood because for me personally, you know my views. Whether Amorim
Yeah.
wins like another game, I still want him out, but it's a chilled vibe. No stress going into
Yeah.
international break because you know that feeling when your team loses international break, bruh.
Bruh,
You
the two
get
weeks is
battered.
the 2 weeks is long. The 2 weeks is very long when your team
Yeah.
loses, bruh. Yo, but it's like funny, like for you guys, I think it's for you guys, it's the case of Amorim survives another day. And you guys also as fans, you go into the international break in a much better mood. Obviously, like it's not completely like turned around and into a positive vibes. Yeah, but a win is something that at least you guys are like calm in the international break. The only thing you guys can go on about is like how is Amorim still in the job, yeah, but like as fans, 3 points is something for him. At least like you guys survive another 2 weeks, yeah,
3 points is 3 points, big dog. Obviously,
exactly.
like you said, okay, you have question of the manager, but 3 points is 3 points. And then
Yeah.
when we get back to it again, we pray for another one because we haven't gone back to back, bruh, and God knows how long. But big dog, man, I'm just going to read the results from match week 7, bruh. Hey, it's quick, ne? We're 7 games into the league.
Dog.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read the results from that last game week. Bournemouth, Fulham. So Bournemouth won that game 3-1 at home. Tottenham Leeds. Tottenham won 2-1 away from home. Man United Sunderland. United won 2-0. West Ham versus Arsenal at the Emirates. Arsenal won 2-0. Chelsea Liverpool. Chelsea with the biggest win of the weekend, winning 2-1. Also a last minute goal there by last second goal by Esteval. Everton Palace. Everton won 2-1. Newcastle Nottingham Forest. Newcastle won at home 2-0. Wolves Brighton 1-1 draw. Aston Villa Burnley. Villa won 2-1. And then the last game of the I guess the league Sunday or game week 7, Man City won 1-0 against Bournemouth. My G,
Yeah.
looking at the log table, ne? Obviously,
Yeah.
you guys reclaim top spot. You're smiling. You
Of
are
course.
relaxed. You know what they say. The elephant is there. Whatever you guys say, the
Yeah.
elephant
It's
is there.
fine.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read the I guess the top 6 now, ne, of this log,
Yeah.
and then I'll just read the bottom. So, number 1 is Arsenal, right? Number 2, Liverpool. Arsenal have 16 points. Liverpool have 15 points. Spurs, your rivals, have 14 points. Bournemouth, 4th, have 14 points. Man City, 5th, have 13 points. Crystal Palace, number 6, they have 13 points. And then at the bottom, my G, we have Wolves, rock bottom with 2 points. West Ham, they have 4 points. And then we have Scott Parker's Burnley with 4 points. And Nottingham Forest, if you want to mention them, at 17th with 5 points, big
Yeah.
dog. When you've looked at these past game mix, big dog, ne, what teams? Let's leave Arsenal because obviously Arsenal have been very impressive, especially defensively this season. Been very
Yeah.
impressive. Hard to break down. But
Yeah.
what teams for you? Maybe you can mention 2 or 3 that have impressed you the most, my G.
I'm gonna go for 3 if you ne.
Yeah.
Out of the short left, Jinyan. Definitely Bournemouth sitting at number 4. Imagine like Bournemouth have lost the centre back, who's the guy, Zabani and Huijsen, that player that went to Madrid, and the left back who cares that went to Liverpool. That's the whole back line. They've lost the back line. But what does a coach do? He works with what he has. He went to go recruit some better players, well, not better, but players that will fit his philosophy. And Bournemouth are sitting pretty at number 4 of it. Yeah, it's only 7 games, but it's Bournemouth. No one expects Bournemouth to be number 4. Yeah, well, so they're doing quite well. And Clivert as well, performing. Shout out to who's this guy? David Brooks. He's back at Burnley, captaining the team. So yeah, it's good for them. The second one has to be Everton. You know Everton, dog. Like we always expect Everton to fight relegation every season, and they have been fair. To be fair, yeah, but so they can't say, guys have been unfair to us. Those guys have been fighting relegation season in, season out. And shout out to David Moyes as well, dog. Like look at the job he's doing at Everton. What were West Ham thinking getting rid of David Moyes? Someone who's won them a European trophy. No one expected West Ham to win a trophy, but what did David Moyes do? He went to the Conference League and won the so shout out to Grealish as well. He's playing very well at Everton. So they're sitting pretty at number 8. And then the last one is one of my favorite teams as well, Sunderland. They're doing quite well, especially for a newly promoted team. They're sitting number 9 with 11 points above United and Newcastle. So they're doing quite well. Granit Xhaka is playing well. He's the general of the team, the captain. So yeah, those are those 3 teams: Bournemouth, Everton, and Sunderland. Though.
Yeah. So for me, big dog, I obviously have to mention. Obviously, I'm not going to mention Bournemouth because you mentioned them. So, but I'm
Yeah,
also going to shout out Semenyo. Semenyo is looking like already is in the team of the
yeah,
season so far with his goal contribution and also just attacking contributions. We're doing very very well. I'm seeing him already being linked to teams now like Liverpool, Arsenal, United again. But so I'll leave that. But for me, the first one I'm going to mention is Crystal Palace, Glasner's team. Obviously, they won the FA Cup last season, and this season they're showing that now it's time to Remember, I think 2 seasons ago, Big Dog, you were like, yo, Crystal Palace, bruh. Like, when are they going to actually do something in this league, bruh? And I think
Yeah,
this is the time. I
yeah.
think this is the time now where they're actually doing something. And also Crystal Palace, bruh. I know they lost Olise, Zaha, and then I forget the other player.
Eze,
Olise, Zaha,
Eze,
Eze now. Yeah, I forgot about Eze. They lost Eze now, but the team unit seems to be so
yeah.
solidified. I know they lost against Everton now, but it seems like the work that Glaston's put in and the work that they've done as a club is finally coming to fruition now. With them also playing in Europe, bruh.
And also, I don't know if you've noticed, Fit, with Crystal Palace, there seems to be like a change of mentality at the club now, even with the players, the way they carry themselves on the pitch, the way they play, they refuse to be beaten. Um, like there's a bit of arrogance in the way they play as well, Fit. And shout out to all Glasner for collecting the team and building the team up to something that's solid. And Jan, Fit, it's true what you said. I've been asking, what is like the point of the Crystal Palace? What are they in the league for? Fit? What do they want to achieve, dog? Yeah, well, because it seems like they were the team that were like content with being mid-table, chilling number 11, number 12 every season. But now getting in the class now, like the coach, like he's built something at Crystal Palace, and it's a pity. Obviously, they're gonna lose him. But yeah, like at the moment, Fit, to like they're flying high. The squad is strong. They together. There isn't that one player where they depending on him. Obviously now there's Adam Horton, the midfield general in the team, but yeah, props to Crystal Palace, babe.
Yeah, I also want to mention Ismail Assar, bruh, because Ismail Assar's been around, bruh. Like he was like a wonder Afcon wonder kid. He moved to Marseille as well. Was at
Mm,
Watford, but now he's kind of find his feet now as well. He's like now also he's adding output to his game because it was a very
yeah.
exciting play. I think we can all agree on that. That was very exciting, but now he's putting the finishing product now to his game,
Mm.
and so shout out to him. Shout out to him.
And
And then
it's actually like
yeah.
I think another standout point for Usa is the fact that now he does the work at the back now. Like his defending is proper fit because we've always known him as this player who's like high flying winger, like taking on players, but his work rate like defensively it was never been spoken about fit. So like shout out to him as well, fit.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to him, Big Dog. And then also, Big Dog. I think you've mentioned Everton and Sunderland. I guess Bournemouth. You spoke about them in a bit of depth, but I'm gonna mention Sunderland again, bro. I'm very impressed with Sunderland, bro. Very, very impressed with Sunderland because I think obviously they lost against Man United. I mean, okay, cool. We're doing badly, but it was a game where people expected us to win. But they've
Mm,
gone to Crystal Palace and got a draw there as well. They've beaten Nottingham Forest. They've beaten, I forget other teams that they've beaten as well. So they've collected points and they're a newly promoted team. It's been a while since they've been in the Premier League. And it's quite interesting to see that the team that they've built, obviously they spent a lot of money actually. Spent a lot of
yeah,
money. Spend a lot of money, but to stay in the Premier League, you gotta spend that money. Otherwise, you're gonna be like a Luton, for example, in League One. So shout out to them, and shout out to Granit Xhaka and the manager. And Big Dog, I'm also gonna say Everton as well. Everton are sitting at
mm,
eighth. Everton sitting at eighth, but I'm not gonna. You highlighted Jack Grealish. I think he's finding his feet again now. With Premier League, sorry, in the Premier League once again, because we always knew his quality, but he
mm,
never really, other than that one season, Champions League season at Man City, he didn't showcase it ever again because he wasn't a key player. But
yeah,
like you said earlier, David Moyes, bro. What more can we say? Give him a club like that, Everton, West Ham, Nottingham Forest. He will do the business, bro. He will do the
yeah,
business, and he might even push. He might even push to Europe because those players like that come from the Chelseas and the Man Cities, Arsenal. Give them to David Moyes. He will show you.
yeah.
he will show you. He will show you magic with them. He'll show you magic with them. So yeah, those are the three teams as well, Big Dog. Any team that you really disappointed in, my G?
Okay, now besides like the big guns now, the Uniteds and stuff, I'm not gonna mention them. But I'll have to mention West Ham once again. I think it's been the same story with. I think it's been the same. It's been the same story with West Ham every season, ever since David Moyes left. Um, the type of players that they have, dog, like West Ham, like has decent players. They have players that should be fighting for like Conference League positions, Europa League positions.
They
But
should be fighting with where Everton and Sunderland are right now, to be
exactly,
honest. You know.
yeah, they should be there.
Yeah.
Sunderland should be actually number 19. But now it shows like the type of job that the Sunderland coach is doing. But now West Ham, dog, they're very disappointing because they've brought in the head Porter. Yeah, people can blame Porter for this as well, but also like to be honest, the players need to step up, dog. Like, yeah, you can't keep on chopping changing the coaches every single time. We all know West Ham is a team that always like chop and changes coaches, but the players need to step up. Opa Keita, they need to step up. Ward Prowse, who else? The defenders, Okazuma, and them. They need to step up. Fair to like we can't keep on saying the same thing about West Ham. And if they don't get their shit together, fair to those guys might get relegated, dog, or fight relegation. Well, at least maybe until the last week of the season. Yeah, but, or they might just nick it. Yeah, or they might just survive. But West Ham definitely feel they're very disappointing. Um, Other than that, I'm not gonna mention Wolves. Wolves, dog. Like I think at this point, Wolves are a waste of time. Like respectfully, yeah, but respectfully, they're a waste
Respectfully.
of time. Ever since the Portuguese contingent has left the club has just went down. I don't know what they want to achieve. I think now they were Crystal Palace was like a couple of years ago. Remember when I used to ask about Crystal Palace, what are the ambitions and stuff? What are Wolves trying to achieve, dog? Like seriously, like even the coaches they hire, you never heard of those coaches before. You've never seen them before, but somehow they find a coach in the third division of the Portuguese league. Um, I don't know, like dog. Like honestly, they in trouble. They very in deep
What
trouble
did I
for it.
what,
And
what did I tell you the last time about Wolves? I told you they're like the Chipper United of the Premier League, bruh. Telling you.
actually, they're all like they are fair too. They shouldn't be in that position, dog. Like, but again, like I think it all boils down to poor recruitment, fit. Seriously,
True.
whether it's a coach or the players. Because now I think since the Portuguese players have left, I think who's that agent? Mendes, ne?
Uh, Mendes, yeah.
Mendes, I don't think they have Mendes in their pocket anymore. Mendes is not bringing them like proper players. So now they're kind of struggling in that department. I think it Wolves, in order for them to like be a serious club, they need to hire like a director of football, a proper director of football, like a big name one, like someone who like Monchi. He has left Aston Villa. Why can't Wolves go there and be ambitious, give them money, tell them, look here, you have a project, get us a coach, get us players, and push us up. At least let us fight for mid table for now. Let's see our ambitions after that table. But yeah, West Ham has been the most disappointing team for me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna mention West Ham because they've changed the manager. I actually think West Ham are gonna be fine under Nuno now because Nuno he's a hard worker, man. I just think he fits West Ham. Obviously, I know he doesn't have his players as yet, but I think it's going to be fine. I know that you guys beat them. You could have beat them 4-0, 5-0, but it's too early to judge Nuno. He drew his first game without
Yeah.
with 2 days. So let's see him against Brentford when you come back from the break. I think they'll be fine. But for me,
Now,
because
but
yeah,
just quickly, because I'm excuse. Don't get me wrong, Phil. I know, like Nuno he just got there now. It's only managed one game, if I'm not mistaken. It's the Arsenal
two,
one.
two, two.
2 games, if you're
Yeah.
counting the Calling Cup, right?
No, no, no. The league against Everton, they drew
Oh
1-1.
yes. Now, for me, I'm just judging them based off what has been happening before Nuno. Yeah, but
Albion, yeah,
obviously
with
now
Albion.
they played 5 games before Nuno arrived. Yeah, but so they've been disappointing those 5 games. Yeah, but so that's why for me, like obviously Nuno will get his time in his place, but for now, West Ham.
Let me tell you, ne, uh, Nottingham Forest, obviously Nottingham Forest, but I think the media has covered Nottingham Forest so much, bro. Like they've covered them so much, and we're gonna touch on
Yeah,
managers who are not safe very soon. So I'll leave that. But Fulham, bro, like I don't know. See, Fulham is now is a team where I ask myself, what is Fulham's plan? Because Fulham, bro, like they're okay with being 12th, 13th, bro, like now. But see this season. I'm highly disappointed in Fulham, bro, because they've got at least some. I guess I wouldn't say super exciting players, but they've got a team where it can also be in the bracket of the Everton, Sunderland, like like in that league, but they're languishing at number 14 now, bruh. Like what? Like at what point do they maybe just say, Marco Silva, thank you very much for making us an established team once again, but it's time for you to bite the bullet and let's get a manager in who maybe can push us to another level. But at the same time, I do get maybe why they don't want to pull that trigger because they might end up like a West Ham as well with like the David Moyes thing. But for me, bro, I don't know what Fulham are doing, bro. And even the players that they have now, it's like, they've always been there. Smith Rowe, you don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with Smith Rowe now. Who's that guy who had the head injury? Jimenez,
Raul Jimenez.
yeah, Raul Jimenez and Muniz and Anderson and Leno. It's like, it's so still now, big dog. It's very very still. So I don't know like what they must do. So it's like they just there. That's why I'm disappointed in
Yeah,
Fulham, my
because
G.
like fair to even like Raul Jimenez, dog, he's not the same player anymore. I think Raul Jimenez, I think if like West Ham, not West Ham, Fulham, I think they need to let go of Raul Jimenez, dog. It's clear as daylight. But okay, Unchi is not the same anymore. He's not the Raul Jimenez that we knew from Wolves. He's not banging in the goals anymore. Like even though like Fulham is creating like opportunities, goal scoring opportunities because they do create chances. Yeah, but they don't have like a striker that's gonna bang them goals like at least 15 Premier League goals. You understand? We all know those. You
True.
get those teams like in the lower regions of the table. Those teams that have a striker that will score 15 goals. You've seen it before, like the Watfords who had Igalo, the Newcastles who had Papis, Cisse and Demirbay. But if Fulham they don't, yeah, well, because it's not like they're lacking players that can create chances. They do have players. Oh, Harry Wilson, Iwobi, Smith Rowe. I don't know what's going on with Smith Rowe. He's not really starting games, and I know he can make a difference in a team,
He
but I
looks
don't
like
know
he's
like
gained
why
weight.
it's not getting
He
into.
looks like he's gained weight, bro. He looks like he's gained weight. His face is almost like mine now. I'm like, hey,
Do you know
yo.
that Usman Throw? Do you know what Usman Throw has the Wayne Rooney body? I call it the Wayne Rooney body because that's what who's this guy Luke Shaw has as well. I think they say have the same like type of body. If you understand what I'm saying, about. Um, but other than that, dog, Fulham, I think I agree with you. They have been disappointing. Back-to-back losses now after back-to-back wins. Um, so yeah, hopefully, fair to like they can climb up out of this like rot they going through, and like get a couple of wins again. But the next game is against
Yo,
Arsenal, so we'll see. They normally perform against
let's
us. Yeah, well.
let's see, my G. So let's touch on the managers. I think this one answers itself. To be honest, like the managers that are not safe. Obviously, we can say Marco Silva. Just looking at the table, I forget this manager's name for Wolves, but I think it's Beto, something Beto. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna skip Nuno because he just got there. Scott Parker.
So yeah, dog. Like I was saying, Scott Parker, like he's a championship coach. So I don't think it's good enough to be in the Premier League. Maybe he should try. Maybe he should test himself somewhere in Sweden, or Kanye, like in Lithuania. Maybe he can test himself. Or Kanye, he can even go to Saudi or Qatar and stuff, or America actually. So fair to like the
Oh,
Premier League.
you can come to Kaiser Chiefs. We need a new coach for the. We need a new coach.
So
Take a
now,
pick.
Scott Parker now. I mean, for me now, he's not good enough for the Premier League, though.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Nah. For me, bro. I think it's clear and obvious. Like the next manager is not safe, other than Amorim. Both we don't even know if Amorim is not safe now because Radcliffe says he might get 3 seasons before we judge him properly. But for me, sorry, not to mention him, but for me, big dog, it's Ains Postecoglou. Ains Postecoglou, bruh. Nottingham Forest, you can see the squad that they have. That's a good squad, bruh. That is a good squad. You're telling me in 7 games, big dog, 7 games, not a single win, bruh. Just like a solitary point. and you lost this
Nah.
once, you've been 2-0 up. Nah, something wrong with that guy. I'm actually sad that I actually rated him from the spell from Celtic. I'm actually like, why did I? He lied to me.
Yeah.
Him and Scott Parker. Him and Graham Potter. They lied to me, big dog.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
lied to
yeah,
me.
dog. Like I would lie. Like Graham Potter also disappointed me, dog, because I rated him highly at Brighton. I was like, Fit. When I went to West Ham, I was like, okay, sure, Fit. Like I see West Ham, and I know West Ham. They like to think they this team that should be playing beautiful football, but obviously didn't work out for him. But Nottingham Forest, that coach, dog. Even at Spurs, I was like, no, man. Yeah, and I know he won the Europa League last season, but I'm not a fan of him, Fito. I'm not. Yes, impressed with Celtic at Celtic, but okay, we know Celtic is bullying all the teams, pineapple. So it's easy to get his philosophy across the team, yeah, bro. But dog, that guy, it's looking scary for him. And funny enough, Fito, he will get another job in Premier League. Like he might lose his job now. I can see him going to Fulham. If
Exactly.
if
I was about to.
if Marcus
I
was
was
not
about to
careful,
say.
I can see him going to Fulham, dog. Yeah, but let me just quickly. My coach, I think Unai Emery. Now you're seeing the real Unai Emery, the one that Arsenal's
Big dog. Sorry,
fans have
sorry,
been talking
sorry, sorry to
about.
cut you off. Sorry to cut you off. You have a real you love Unai. Eh? It's a love hate relationship with Unai. Like you can give him your depths, but there comes a point in time where like then you remember again what happened at Arsenal. You're like, you know what? Nah, you have a beef with that guy.
That,
I've noticed
that,
this.
that's true. Fit. Like when it's good, cheat, and I mean, is that a
Yeah,
club where I think he's at his level? Because you've seen like what happened at PSG, you've seen what happened at Arsenal, teams that are very like expected to challenge for big trophies, he fails. But at your clubs, like your Sevilla, your Aston Villas, that's his level. But now even like Aston Villa fans now, they're looking at him. But hey, fair to scary hours for you. They're not happy about him. Obviously, we know the type of football he plays. It gets to a point where okay, there's only so much defending you can do as a team. There's only so much defensive football you can play. But now, all these fans in the Premier League, they expect the teams to play expensive football, to be attacking, building from the back and whatnot. So I think it's good. I know that the past two games they got two wins, about two out of two.
yeah.
But
So
like
that was
it's
that's not a big dog. That was my question actually. I guess it's because of where they finished in the past two seasons and where they
mm,
are now. You have to ask these
yeah.
questions, and I think you're justified. But do you think he could get like that? Obviously, it won't come like now. Maybe December, January, maybe
Mm.
But you think it can happen this season, big dog? The sack for him.
Yeah, it can. It can definitely fit because they bought him. They gave him players. They couldn't sign with a short on a permanent deal or can you get him on loan again because no one says no to Barcelona. But he has Sancho. I see they're even using Pundia now. That's when you know, okay, it's getting scary at Aston Villa when they start using Pundia. When they start using
that's
Pundia, that's when you know. I know. Can you
that's really when you know.
Yo, dog, yeah, but so for me, he's the biggest, like, for me, big disappointment. Besides your Amarim, okay, like, for me, Una Emery, he should be higher for it. Even Sunderland is where he should be. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Just based off where, yeah, you're right, actually, big dog, because this is the Premier League, bro, and obviously Villa
Mm,
have European aspirations, bro. They've got European
mm,
aspirations. Players that have, I guess, like said, wow, okay, cool, this player is doing very, very well. I think I'll
yeah.
start with this one.
You
I think
start,
I'll
yeah.
start here. I'll start here. I'll mention like five players, ne?
Sure.
So three for me come from Arsenal. Three for me come from Arsenal. They seasoned players. They've done well, but like again this season, like they showing their quality and like now you see, I think with Arsenal, like fans, rival fans, especially, right? And I guess you guys also at fault. Hey, you guys try, but you guys don't like big these players up to the point where they should be
We
bigged up.
don't.
Like for example, I said a couple of episodes ago that Gabriel is like a top seven, let's say top six center back in the world, and he's showing it now. Like he even gets goals. Like I'm not gonna say he gets goals now because he's been getting goals,
Mm,
and he defends so well. Like Rival fan, I think maybe it's the PR thing. We always speak about PR. I think for him, it's the PR thing that is often easily forgotten about. If like right now, he's the starter for Brazil, him and Marquinhos. He starts for Arsenal in the Champions League, biggest games, and also he's like Arsenal are like last season they made the semi-finals. I feel like there should be more respect on this guy's name and like this guy, like he's been doing it for Arsenal now. I think he's been in 5 seasons. Okay, first season he was not bad. First season, second season, but the past 3 seasons he's been supreme,
Yeah,
bro. He's been super supreme. That's the first player, and like I said last time, world class player, world class defender, and I don't think anyone must debate that he's world class. His album
yeah,
shows it. The body of work, the seasons show it. And then there's for me Urian Timber. I don't think there's a better right back than him in the Premier League right now. Urian Timber,
best in the league.
like Duran Timber, like rose of a right back defensively and also his attacking contributions as well. Like you can see that's that IS education, that Dutch education legendary. David Raya, I think this season he's showing himself. Obviously, Donnarumma's came in. There's Allison as well, but I there's a couple of saves that he's made that they're like, he kind of saved Arsenal here against
Yeah,
Leeds, Man United, and also in the Champions League has always made top saves.
yeah,
There's him. So those are the 3 players from Arsenal. Semenyo, obviously, there's another player I'd like to mention. Semenyo. I'm not going to mention Haaland, but Granit Xhaka, your midfield general, like he's also coming at 34.
yeah.
At 34 years old, bruh. There's a lot of teams that he can maybe start at now. United being one of them. So yeah,
Definitely, definitely.
yeah,
Ukraine Shaka can start in most teams in the top 10, bruh. Yeah, bro.
yeah. So those are
But
my players, big dog. What about you? Don't mention too many Arsenal players. See, I gave you guys depths, so you don't have to mention Arsenal players. I know you.
nah, I won't. Okay, I'll exclude Arsenal. I'll just mention players outside of Arsenal. Yeah, bro. But obviously Semenyo, he's impressed me so much. He's second in the top goal scoring list. 6 goals in 7 games as a left winger. That's very impressive. Only 3 behind Haaland, who's a striker, obviously, who's like a machine. So this player here too, obviously, is an Arsenal fan. He's said in so many times in interviews that he support Arsenal and he has dreams of playing for us. Obviously, he's not gonna like wait for us now. If another team comes in for him, I think he'll go. Yeah, bro. But he's impressive, dog. Even in the first game against Liverpool, the first game of the Premier League season, like he was so impressive. He scored in that game as well. He has 6 goals. He's contributing 3 assists as well. So imagine 9 goal contributions in 7 games. 6 goals, 3 assists. That's very impressive. Playing for a team like Bournemouth, that also like shows you the type of coach that they have, the faith that they have in their players and the coach as well, yeah, boy, and the philosophy that they have as well, yeah, boy. So he's impressed me. The other one I would say obviously Granit Xhaka. I'm not gonna say too much about him. Midfield general, Sunderland captain, first season already. Sunderland's already made captain. He's pushed up Sunderland. It's helped Sunderland push up to number 8 or 7. Yeah, well, he's impressive as well. 3 assists. He's number 3 in the assist charts. Yeah, well. I'm gonna mention Greg Grealish. Jack Grealish. Yeah, well. He's impressed me. I feel like with Jack Grealish, ne, he's a type of player that you'll shine like in a, I want to say small team. I want
Yeah,
to say small team
big
that
fish,
he
big fish, small pond.
in small pond. Yeah, definitely fair to like he has 4 assists now. He's tied first with Muhammad Kudus. Yeah, both with 4 assists. He is playing well. Everton fans love him. He's working his socks off defensively as well. So he's one to mention. I'm gonna go for. Let me see quickly my list. Oh, a player that I'm a big fan of, who's really impressed me this season, Nick Voltemade, the striker at Newcastle. For someone so big, fit, and so tall, like he really moves like in a silky way, fit. Level. It reminds me of who's this player? Do you know those tall players who move silky, like Johan Gokov, that type of
Do
player?
you know?
You know Gokov, that
Do,
height.
do, do, do you know what it reminds me of actually as well? It's an African
Oh,
player. Used to play for Morocco Swallows. Lungisani Ndlela. You remember Lungisani
yeah,
Ndlela?
ne?
It reminds
I
me of
will
him
not see that
too.
the height. you know, he used to move like that. Actually, funny enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
but so he has 3 goals in his first 7 games. Not too bad. Um,
not too. Oh,
I think Voltemade will score 15 goals at Newcastle. I think he might even be better than Isak. How Isak was. I'm going to go with that.
hey,
He might be better than Isak at Newcastle,
that's scary,
and he's
bro.
going to
Because
score more goals than Isak. Where Isak is at Liverpool, I'm going to compare him to Voltemade. The one who's going to have more goals is Voltemade. They have more goals than Isak.
yo, okay, this one, big dog. We're gonna have to post this one. Yeah? So you say
Definitely.
Baltimore
That
will score more?
um, I, I'm going to go for a left field like player, Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. He's impressed me. He's starting for England. He's getting call-ups. He was at Newcastle, but now he's not going to stay long at Nottingham Forest. Newcastle doesn't even have a buyback clause or sell-on clause. Yeah, well, so they're screwed. Um, the team that's going to make the most of money out of this deal is Nottingham Forest. But this guy is a number 6 playing for Nottingham Forest. We all know Nottingham Forest are like way below in the league. But for someone to be number 1 in the total passes that he's made this season, it surprised me actually. He's made
Big dog.
563.
You see, big dog. Arsenal have Zubimendi, right? Man City have the
Yeah.
Rodris and the Nico Gonzalez. I guess Liverpool have the Gravenberches. Chelsea
Mm,
have Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, who can do that.
mm,
See, that's the exact type of midfielder that Man United need, bro. Like that's the exact type of midfielder, like
yeah.
that deep lying playmaker. So important for a top club, bro. So important.
Yeah, so for me, he's having a very impressive season, dog. Like you'd expect like your Zubimendes, your Rodriguez to be topping charts in the total passes made this season. He's topping charts. He has more goals. I mean, more passes than this number 2, who's Virgin Van Dijk. You know? His season so impressive that he's starting to get England call-ups. He's starting games for England as well, alongside with
Yeah.
Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham. So he's impressed me, dog. That you see those 2 players, you guys, what you need. Those 2 players, I'll mention Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace. If you guys can get
Yeah.
any one of those 2, you'll be fine, future. I think you guys can build a midfield around those 2. One of those 2,
Here's one more player. I won't be too long, big dog. I just thought about him now. He's also in that role, but number 6, but very different to who's this to Elliot Anderson and Wharton. Very impressive this season, and I think this helps Spurs a lot with being sound in the midfield. João Palhinha, he didn't like show himself at Bayern Munich, but now
Yeah,
again, big fish, smallish pond, playing very
yeah.
very well. I'm very impressed by him.
Very, very,
Let's go to the
very, very small pond.
this here are the flops, but the flops, big dog. The flops here, ne? The flops. I'm gonna mention them, bro, and I'm gonna go Florian Wirtz one. Florian
Yeah,
Wirtz. I'm not gonna count Isak. Maybe
yeah,
you'll speak about Florian Wirtz more. Another one. Okay, wait. Now actually, it's 2 for me. Florian
yeah.
Wirtz, right? I can't think of anyone now. And Frimpong, bro. Frimpong. Jeremy
Oh, the
Frimpong,
right
bro.
back. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Like, bruh, like Frimpong, like I think there were red flags, ne? Because if a player is doing well in Germany, right, and he hasn't
Mm.
been picked up for that long, because that guy has been doing well in Germany since
He
maybe
has
basically
been.
arrived there. Like, and this is the only time he picked him up. Like, I watched him against Galatasaray playing right wing position, right? And
Yeah.
so Boslai was playing as the right back. And then against Chelsea, they played Connor Bradley, I think, as starting right back, right? I'm like,
Away.
bro, you bought for 50, 60 million, right? Round about that price, big
Mm.
fee from Leverkusen. Like, are you telling me? And you I don't care what Liverpool fans say. That guy is a number 2. Whether it's a wing back or a right back is a number 2. You telling
Mm.
me when your team needs a right back, you don't show yourself in training or you don't show the coach that I can't I can't be the right back. Nah,
Yeah.
bro. Nah, bro. Nah. You see him like even for the national team, that's national team. I'm like he plays as a wing back. That tells you that there's something wrong with his defensive attributes as well.
Mm.
So he's right now. Like I know we're going at Liverpool players, but these are flops because they came for big money, bro. They came for big
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
But I
Do you,
also would like to see the media, like, crucify these players, the Liverpool players, because those guys spent half a billion on players, dog. The only one that's signing out of the whole group that have just been signed is Etiquette. Only him. Maybe UKK
Yeah.
is left back. But other than that, no
No,
one
no,
else, dog.
not even Kirk cares, not even Kirk cares, not even him, bro.
He's not.
He's also right now, he's not showing himself as because he was the best left back in the Premier League last season. You can't tell me that
Mm.
now he's the best left back. You can mention, I guess, like 3, 5 left backs better than him right now
Yeah.
in the Premier League.
Like Unansika, dog, Florian Wirtz, obviously in the Bundesliga, Bundesliga tech squad sometimes, dog. Like your playmakers, dog. Playmakers really shine in the Bundesliga. As much as I
So
love
true.
that league, but playmakers really shine in that league, dog. Like mention one playmaker that's flopped in the Bundesliga. No, you can't, bruh. But as soon as they cross over to the Premier League, straight from the Bundesliga, that, besides Ute Bruyne again, like besides him, he's a special case. Yeah, but all of a sudden now they can't play football. It's almost like the struggle with the physicality of the league, or the pace of the league. Liverpool has Florian Wirtz playing like can he drink water? The guy is contributing nothing to the team. If Onslaught, I know it's been signed for big money, obviously now no one wants to bench a big money signing. But as a football coach, as a soccer manager, you need to show your balls as well. But I have the balls to bench this player. Stick with what
He
worked
benched
last
him.
season. Yeah,
He benched him against Chelsea, and he put him on. Didn't work.
it didn't work. But yeah, boy, stick with what was working last season, and then as time goes, yeah, boy, these players can start getting used to the league, start getting used to the team, the philosophy of the coach as well. But Uverts is very disappointing, dog. In 7 games now, he's contributed nothing to the team. Over $100 million, I mean pounds signing. I would like to speak. I'd like to see the media treat him like Paul Pogba. I'd like to see the media treat him like Pepe. I'd like to see the media
Africa,
treat him
Africa,
dog.
killing
I'd like to
ourselves,
see the
Africa.
even Jack Grealish at some point. He was crucified. Yeah, but so the media needs to look at these Liverpool players, bro. Like there's no time to pay in like new signings now. You're a 100 million player. Better perform. Look at Declan Rice, just over 100 million. What does he do? He performs straight away. No
Yeah,
debate.
even
But yeah,
even even the Chelsea players who were the Modric, he got his smoke. Enzo got smoke.
yeah,
Caicedo got smoke. So like that's my what's like different with the Liverpool players, bruh, that are signed for 60 million, 100 million, bruh. Like
Liverpool.
Lukaku, every wrong touch that Lukaku did, he was crucified, bruh. You know this. You
Yeah,
were there. Pepe,
yeah, well,
Africa, Pepe, every wrong move, bruh. Like, but now when it's for Florian Wirtz, and I think he's a good player, ne? I'm gonna just touch on one thing, but like it's almost like when it's Liverpool, darling club. So let's give them some time. Carragher is not going to mention them at all. But also, the playmaker thing in the Bundesliga is a real chat because you can mention Sancho as a playmaker at Dortmund. Havertz was also as much as was scoring but was a playmaker. And Wirtz, I think when teams play for you and around you, it can get scary when you come to the Premier League because at
yeah.
Chelsea, Havertz saw what we were seeing now. Sancho as well at Man United. Now Wirtz is also having the same thing. So like it's quite scary, bro. And like, hey, big dog. I'm not gonna say too much because we're playing we're playing them next. So I don't want this first goal to be against us, bro.
But this
But
dog,
nah, bro,
you have to mention it, Fit. You have to mention these things, bro.
we
Like we
have to
can't keep quiet about
100,
Liverpool players. They are
bro.
they are the media darlings now. They are the media darlings. They darlings of the PGMOL. Fair to so we have to crucify them. If the main media or the mainstream media won't do it, we will do it. We're not scared of that because
Yeah, we
Florian Wirtz is
definitely
flopping
will.
at the moment. It's flopping. Yeah, but
Bruh, because you were there. Also, I remember like you were saying, for me personally, it was Paul Pogba. I'm like, but bruh, Paul Pogba, like 89 million pounds, the record signing at the time, right? And he wasn't playing badly. Like, what did they expect from a central midfielder to do? Like, goals, assists, and stuff like. Any okay, like there were games where he wasn't getting there, but he was definitely in the game. Pepe as well. Remember Pepe? Like he would score goals, but like it was never enough. And Pepe was like 70 million pounds. Maybe we're acting like
yeah.
it was 90 million pounds. So it's like, now come on, bro. Let's have the same smoke
And
for these players as well for Liverpool.
Yeah, and dog, like Liverpool, like, obviously now they have back-to-back defeats in the league as well, and they need someone who's gonna grab the team from the scruff of their neck and perform, yeah, boy, and drag the team across the line because even with
Sorry, big
Salah,
dog. Sorry, big dog. Also, just I know they're the champions, né? But also speaking about those back-to-back defeats. Notice when it's Man City and when it's Liverpool, let it be Man United first, and then let it be Arsenal going out of a tournament or getting beaten on a
yeah,
UCL
boy,
night. Let it be those two teams. Yo, it's a fire, bruh. It's a
it's a
fire that don't
fire,
stop.
dog. Like the media goes wild, dog. Yeah, boy. So like even with Salah hasn't stepped up this season. Like I've seen a couple of Liverpool fans on the timeline on the Twitter timeline. They going against to onslaught him. They want him out. I've seen a few. I think you know who I'm talking about as well. I've seen him.
Big
I've seen
dog,
his tweets.
big dog, big dog. Also, another one. When these players get signed their last contracts, Van Dijk being one, Salah being number two, I'm watching them. I'm
I'm
watching
watching.
them.
I'm watching them, but like yeah, but Van Dijk has been very suspect this season. He's out there twerking
I'm
on the
what?
pitch every single time. He's been beaten the same way, and he always has the same action, like showing his palms to players. Yeah, but Van Dijk is not sleek. Fit. I'm watching him as well. He
I'm
has his
watching him.
moments, and this is supposed to be the goat of the Premier League. I'm watching him.
Uh,
So yeah, dog. Like if I mean, Liverpool, they're not going to slip away because Liverpool are Liverpool, bro. We know that because they still have Salah in the team. And then that
but
guy
we
can just
have to
decide to
watch
wake up
them, big
any
dog.
day.
We still have to watch them. We still have to watch
Yeah,
them.
definitely because I am watching them. Always, fit, always watching them. Yeah, but Isak as well, I'm watching him. The only guy who can really say, hey, man, I'm doing my job is Hugo Etiquette. Yeah, but he's doing so. He has 3 goals in 7 games. It's the same amount of goals as who got Gutierrez as well. Yeah, but so he's doing his job.
Big dog, a quick question, eh? I know you mentioned the fact. This is a Liverpool question. I know you mentioned the fact that like Arnold Slot, but keep it simple. Start the players that want you in the league, and then you breathe in the new players, ne? But do you think he's gonna succumb to the pressure of playing all these £100 million players and the stars now, like going
I,
into
I,
maybe like now?
I think he's already starting to do that, because I think he's already starting to do that because now if you check obviously we know Ufunpong Likhoba is very suspect while defending. Yabo. So his next best thing to do now is putting Soboslai as right back. Where Soboslai is actually a number 10 or number 8, but they playing him right back. Yeah, well, they should say something about, because now people are gonna look at him and be like, okay, why did you sign Frimpong then if you're gonna play Soboslai over him? Yeah, boy, it's right back. He's already trying. He's playing Isak as a number 9. They playing Hugo Etiquette as a number 11 on the left wing. Yeah, boy. Keke is starting games, so he's trying to fit all these players all at once. You understand? Yeah, well, they got lucky in the first few games. Okay, not luck, because at the end of the day, you're fighting for goals, bruh. And they scored in the last minute. Whether you say it's a dying moment of the game, that's not luck. That's just like showing resilience, yeah, boy, and fighting
Pushing,
and
yeah,
showing we also we can't say it's luck. But then the
yeah.
way they're
But it is,
playing
but it
against
is, yo,
teams,
but big
but
dog, it is luck, bro. How can you
it's
get a
not luck.
penalty in the
I can't say
90?
it's luck, bruh. You can't
Nah,
say
bro. How
that's
can you
luck
get?
because, bruh,
How come they always getting penalties, bro? Like how yo,
okay, that.
I'm watching that too, bro.
Remember,
Actually, I'm watching
remember,
that too.
even last season, the referees out that were in Liverpool's pocket as well. Yeah, but yeah, bro, like I don't know with the onslaught, because fans are starting to turn against him. Well, at least online. I don't know how it is at Anfield because I've never been there. I don't go there. Yeah, but okay, like I'm watching them, bro, and they've had like quite a few injuries in the back line as well. Yeah, so this teams might look at Liverpool and be like, Apple, we can really get at Liverpool. If you can't get 3 points, you can definitely maybe get a point. Yeah, up.
And there's
So yeah,
and there's and there's no excuses, big dog. No excuses.
no
You must,
excuses, bro, at all, Fitch.
yeah,
No excuses.
yeah. Before we wrap it up, big dog. Before we wrap it up, big dog. My final. Obviously, we got docked points. Yes, as we were basically boarding the flight, but now we must win against Zimbra. Where are we playing Zim? Are we playing in SA? We could play here.
I think we're all playing here. We're all playing here because Zim doesn't have a stadium that's FIFA compliant, Jabo. So they play. We're playing here. We were supposed to play
So,
Orlando, but I think that is moved. But somewhere in this got.
but now tell me, is it one team going through or two?
Yeah, I think it's one team going automatically, and then the other one plays playoffs. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay,
But
now we
while
gotta hope for the
you
best.
see, we back again where we have to like, hey, there must be always something with SA like Bafana Bafana, but like,
Always,
hey,
bro,
like now, like the admin of the Bafana Bafana field, they screwed up. Bro. You're supposed to know these things, because normally before games you get told which play is suspended, which play can't play. Yeah, bro. You're supposed to know these things, bro, and go tell the coach, hey, coach.
Bitch, I be leaning, I tell ya. Bitch, I be leaning, I tell it's up. Bitch, I be leaning, I tell them. Bitch, I be, yeah. Bitch, I be leaning, I tell them.